welcome to our episode of Southern Sisters. We're so glad you're here. Thank you so much for joining us. Today we are talking all about becoming one and marriage. Marriage. I love it. It's going to be great. So before we do, we're going to have Evie's Pop Culture Corner. Yes. Evie, what you got for us today?
Wait.
Evie's Pop Culture Corner.
Terrible.
Let's go, Evie. What's
right,
our
guys.
Pop Culture Corner?
So, the Joe Bros, okay?
Yes.
They have a podcast, and they had Nick's wife, Priyanka, on as a guest. And they shared their first messages to each other. And it was super cringe, and they were both in tears, like, of embarrassment. It was so cute.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what the messages were, so if you want to go look it up, go look it up. But it was really cute. So I thought we could share what our first interactions, or if you know what the first message was that your husband sent to you, what that was.
You should start.
Okay, so Josh and I, we met at a church activity, and we're both kind of eyeing each other from across the room. And after the activity, I went to the bathroom, and then I came back out, and he was talking to one of my friends. And I was like, oh, okay, he likes my friend. Like, it's fine.
It's over
fine.
for me.
Yes, it's over for me.
Yeah.
So then my friend and I, we meet each other out in the hallway, and we're talking about where everybody's going to go afterwards. So then Josh comes up to us, and he's like, he's going to say, I'm not remembering it right, because apparently he remembers it correctly. But I do remember he was like, hi, I'm Josh. And then he extended his hand out to me and shook my hand. And yeah, it's a little awkward.
Just fresh off his mission.
Totally.
He did that.
Yes, and I'm like, hi. And he's like, and you were like, hi, I'm Evelyn. And then and then I like to tease him because he figured out where we were going afterwards, and he's like, no, we always went there. We went to Steak and Shake.
Yeah.
And he's like, we always go to Steak and Shake after these activities. And I was like, okay, sure.
He stalked you.
Yeah.
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 Yes. And then after that, he got my number at Steak and Shake.
From you?
Yes, from me.
Okay.
And then
Like the stalker. Maybe.
and it's so funny because like my brother was there, and he's like, I remember it. He's like, I remember how it all happened. And then Josh texted me, I think maybe it was either the day after or 2 days after, and he says that I replied so fast, and he knew that I wanted him.
Oh, of course he did. That's funny.
So yes, that was our first interaction.
Love his
it was a
perspective.
handshake.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yes.
That's amazing. Oh my god.
Do you remember yours, Megan?
That was a really
long
I
time
love
ago.
Megan and Ben's story.
Ben's name was a cuss word in our house for a period of time. Yep. I still say it and I get a
So
little...
very first reaction, very first interaction. Well, not out of
I
BYU.
don't think I know
Yes,
that.
my husband and I met out at a preference dance. His high school girlfriend was in my chemistry class, and we decided to have a Memphis party. And so that is where I met him. And then we both came home for the summer, and it was just kind of like a, hey, I remember meeting you at that dance that one time. Because we were with different people, and we totally were like above the board. Like, we didn't do anything weird, but... What?
What are you talking about above the board? She's going back to the freaking 90s. I don't know what she's talking about.
What board?
Silly.
What are we above?
It was cooking.
So when we saw each other at church when we came back home, it was just like, I remember you. And so we hung out. I remember thinking, he's really great. Like, he's really cute. He and I are so opposite
Yeah.
that, you know, he's like, hey, you should come to the singles branch with us. And I'm like, no,
I'm good.
I'm good. But he convinced me. And then I went and did that. And we just dated. He worked nights and I worked days. And so we could never like get together during the week. But on Saturdays,
He was on.
he would be like, let's have a date. And then it would last all afternoon.
Yeah, you do all day dates.
Yeah, he'd pick me up at noon. and
Dad
we
would get
go-
so mad. You're gone for like hours. What
He's
is
like,
happening?
I know what most people do in 3 hours, and you're gone for 12. Like, what is happening?
It was all above the board, you know.
all above the board. We were just good kids.
Isn't it above board?
I don't even know. Okay.
I don't know what it is.
So we would have all day dates, and then I don't know. I went back to school. He waited all summer to kiss me until the night before I.
He was like, "It's now or never." I
Yeah,
haven't
let me
done it
just
yet.
kiss you and leave. I
Yeah.
remember.
It was crazy.
I remember.
Weren't
that.
you watching from the window?
100%. I was like, I'm in Boston.
It did happen multiple times.
I farted in front of him.
Yeah, it was weird.
During a game
Oh
day.
my gosh!
And I was like,
sometimes it was so hard being
Boston.
the oldest.
do not keep that story in there.
Oh, it's staying.
Oh, it's my revenge.
Revenge of the Toots.
So do you like my sister? Just jumping on the trampoline. That's what I'm doing. Megan Boston. I'm 12.
It was so embarrassing.
Listen, you owe me an apology because I wasn't that. Okay, I at least was way cooler.
You were way cooler. Every time I think about it, I feel like Grease plays in my head. Like,
Except there was no loving.
no.
Just
Summer
summer.
lover, summer friend, and hand me a black. Summer body.
This is taking way too long. Okay, so we had a great time. We ended up dating other people, and then
We didn't ask for the whole story. We just
Yeah.
wanted first interaction.
Jeez.
That was it. We went to a
then
Redbirds
last
game.
week, Courtney,
Oh my gosh.
How do you follow that?
Oh man. Well, I was a freshly divorced person. So when I had a 1 and 3 year old and our first messages, we talk about this a lot actually with people that we meet. Like I was studying for my life insurance exam and that I was going to take the next day. He was in Michigan at an airport. He'd just gotten done with a big job interview because he was wanting to move and get a better job. And he messages me. I had a picture of Chloe had done my hair. I posted it on Facebook, and it was the same day that my divorce was final, and I got this bonus at work, and I moved into my new apartment. It was all the same day, so I made a post, and I was just like, Chloe did my hair, and it had like a million bows in my hair.
Yeah.
Chloe did my hair, and like this is what's going on, you know, like all in one day, blah blah blah. Because I told my life story on Facebook back then, and anyways, so he sends me a message, and he says, "Congrats." That was his first message to me. And I was like, thanks. And he's like, did you have a list of things you wanted to do when this day came? And I was like, well, since like I was married 6 months ago, no. Never hoped this day would come. But here we are. We'd talked several times after this, you know, and I was so mad and frustrated that I couldn't find just a normal salt and pepper shaker. It was just all the Pampered Chef crap. And I was like, I don't even know where to go to find. I had like one of those moments. So he brought me over. Yeah, our first time of him coming over was him bringing me over a salt and pepper shaker and helping me put IKEA pots and pans together, which y'all know how that is.
Yeah.
And then we
17
started
pieces.
talking about his brother getting a divorce and, you know, all the crap that happened with that. And then me getting a divorce. And, you know, it was really sweet. And the first time he kissed me, I cried. That's how it began. He kissed me like I wanted to be kissed the very first time.
Do you still have the salt and pepper shaker?
So, no, but I took a picture of him. And I posted about it. Yeah, they were just the cheap ones. Okay. That's what we're going to say now. Oh, did you and your husband get together? We had a date night. It was above the board, though. Lindsay, messages. First messages.
he called me. First impression, my mom says he spoke in church, and I came home and I said, I don't remember this. He came home and I said, there's a guy that spoke in church today. He did a really good job. He's really cute, but he's short. She said, that's what I said.
Yep.
And I don't remember any of that. But he called me, and I thought he was somebody else.
Oh no.
And I thought I was talking to another guy on the phone. And then halfway through the conversation, I was realizing, like, oh, he's asking me out. And then halfway through the conversation, I was like, this is not who I thought it was. It was probably because he was talking quiet or mumbling, because now that I know him, I'm like, I don't know.
Your hearing is spectacular now.
And yeah, I know. I've had
used
lots
to
of
not
years of
be.
practice.
Yeah.
So I realized it was not him. And then I'm like, who is this? So then I had to like figure out who it was in the very short conversation. So then he asked me out, and I was like, okay. So we went on a double date with people. He came and picked me up, and Dad says he knew that he was the right person for me as soon as he pulled into the driveway. which I did not.
Because it was the only boy that pulled into the driveway. But continue.
No. No. So he,
And the last one. First or the last.
no, I had several gentlemen
Dad
suitors,
gave you such
okay?
a hard time.
He
Okay,
just
I'm done.
knew that it was Adam, which blows my mind. So then we went on a date. We went on a double date and lost the other couple. From the beginning, like we didn't even know they were missing and like lost for like an hour because we were just talking. We just talked and talked and talked and talked. And he never stopped talking. From the beginning, he just talked to me all the time. We just were open about everything and the conversation flowed. And I'd never had that happen to somebody like that.
That's
And can you
crazy.
imagine that from Adam Blaine?
Yes.
He wouldn't shut up. And I was like, who is this person?
Chloe saw
I've
him give a
never-
talk at the baptism, and she was like, "Is that how he? Did she say this to you? Is
Yeah.
that how he always is?"
Is this how he really is? And we were like, yeah. And she's like, I like him. and then
I'm
Lily's
only
like,
14 years
are we
old."
supposed to hug him when we leave places? I'd like to. And Chloe goes, I would too.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that's how it happened. So we talked that first night, and then from then on, it was like immediate. My heart knew, his heart knew, and then we like never spent another
Day
more
apart.
than we and every time we'd say goodnight to each other at the end of the night after like so many dates, we would like see each other every day almost, and every night it was like excruciating. I'm like, I can't wait till we can just like hang out all the time till we're married. And then 6 weeks later, after I got approval for Megan, she had to meet him.
I did. Yes.
And once Megan gave me the okay, then I was like, okay, now we looked at rings that night.
Yeah, that weekend.
Yeah.
Literally hours after
I brought
gave
him
my
up-
approval.
I brought him up to St. Louis and I was like, you
Yep.
need to tell me what
I
you think.
remember that.
Tell me I'm not crazy because this feels really fast. And then we were engaged after 6 weeks and married after 3 months. And it was been awesome ever since.
So crazy how quick things happen when you know.
We have Facebook messages that we started. I would be interested to go back and look at those.
Oh yeah.
Like after our first date, that's how we talked to each other.
I have some screenshots of
I need to look.
Josh and I's old messages.
Yeah.
That's cute.
That's crazy. Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. We appreciate your help so much. If you could do me a favor and like, share, and subscribe to our channel wherever you may be listening, we would really appreciate it. We also have a website, thesouthernsisterhood.com, where we're building an online community, and we also have merch. If you join our newsletter, then you'll get a monthly letter from us that talks about how to add to your Jesus jams, how to uplift and support your family based on the topic we're talking about for the month, as well as sneak peeks and spilled tea about what we've got going on in the sisterhood. Until next time. All right, so we're talking all about marriage today and becoming one and what that means. So, what differences in marriage have become strengths instead of frustrations for you? We all have differences that we have to overcome. What has become a strength? I think for me, and this is something I've been learning recently. Okay. I love my husband.
You know it's gonna be
But-
good. Get ready,
He's
y'all.
so great.
But
And with that greatness comes trouble with paying attention to time. He has no
He gets
sense of-
very involved in what he's doing.
he just has no
He's time
concept.
blind.
He's time blind.
some people are.
Yeah. So he's time blind. So one of the things that is important for me is being on time to church. And I served in different capacities over the last couple of years that we would go to church at different times. So it was not a big deal. And I just got used to taking two cars to church. And so it's funny because it was probably about 2 months ago, I was like, okay, the mom car is leaving for church. Now, at this time, we both teach seminary, so there's no reason why we can't all ride in one car to church, except for I just don't want to walk in late.
Yeah.
I just hate being late. I would rather be 10 minutes early and just sit there, not so I can talk to people. I
No,
just
leave her
wanna
alone, people.
Sit. I just want to sit there and think for a second, and that's how I process. And so I was like, okay, the mom car is leaving at 9:30, and it helps that sometimes I have kids that need to do stuff before church, whatever, so it's no big deal. But I was like, mom car's leaving at 9:30. If you want to come with me. And the kids all like run out, and they were talking about how like
Wait, were all of them in the car except Ben?
yes, that's generally what
And it's
happens.
usually the woman.
And then
that's
he has
like,
to drive himself?
Yeah. So,
Running late.
but what they were saying
of
that
shame.
alarmed me was they were like, yeah, we have to hurry because if we don't, mom's going to leave us. And I was like, wait, have I become the leaver? Have I become the person that just doesn't value the relationship enough that I just care more about being on time than I do about
People.
people? And so, over the course of the last month or two, I've been making a concerted effort to say, we can all ride together. No troll left behind. Like, we're not going to leave anyone. So I feel like how you
You've
make
been late to church
And now there's
every
resentment,
week.
tension.
No, I'm not. Like, I've just let it go because people are
Wait,
just
you didn't
more.
Are you late every week?
Are you late
now?
every week?
We're not early, but sometimes we're walking in during the opening song. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, there's
yeah.
been
You're late.
There's been, yeah. There's
Yep.
some time.
Okay.
There's some. Get that in a clip, please.
Oh my, you're late. You are in denial too.
Find the evidence for the things that you.
Red flag.
She was trying to be nice.
I'm trying to be kind.
Okay, let's talk about Lindsay's weaknesses turned into strengths.
I have a lot of them.
Oh my gosh.
So, well, my point was just being like, I've had to ask myself, do you value these relationships more than you value being on time?
Yeah.
And the answer is always yes.
Because he taught you to value the relationships too.
Yep. So it's really great. But it is something that we're working on.
You're never going to change this about you, so I just have to appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just have to be accepting.
That's hard.
It's just be.
I'm
It is
there.
hard, and I'm like, I don't want to be judgmental. Like, I mean,
It's only affecting you. The resentment
Yes.
is only affecting
They're
you.
oblivious and don't care.
no.
Right.
So I'm like, well, this is what it is.
Yep.
I'm just gonna be ready, and I'll be waiting on you, and we'll all get in the car together, and we'll only take one car to church, and it's gonna be fine.
It's a great example, Megan. It is a good one.
I remember when we were dating, though, him being late to come pick me up for dates.
Yeah, you knew what you were getting into.
Yeah, I did.
Did you ever think you were being stood up?
No. I
Okay.
just knew he was late. Yeah, my dad, it really did bother my dad. It'd be
said
like
you
10
were
or
gonna
15
be-
minutes.
Yeah.
He's sometimes 30, 45.
Yeah, I remember.
He said he'd be here.
Maybe I blocked it out.
Red flag.
But it wasn't important to you.
No, we were going to have a great
didn't-
time.
it didn't matter.
We were going to spend 12 hours together.
Yeah, it didn't matter if it started a little late.
30 minutes?
Okay, what differences have you guys had that's become strengths or that you've grown to appreciate in your marriage?
He and I could not be more extreme in like probably every aspect of the word, in every personality trait, in every our backgrounds, everything. And I feel like he has softened me and he has made me more palatable. Why is that the word that came into my head? He has chilled me out and grounded me, and I have made him more fun. Even if no one sees it but me.
What used to frustrate you that he's changed into a strength in your marriage? Tell us about the bad stuff.
What used to frustrate me that he's changed?
Yeah.
Or what have I accepted?
Both.
Yeah.
Either.
I see a trend.
I'm the one changing.
Two things come to mind.
Acceptance.
Yeah.
Two things come to mind. They're both acceptance. Because he's grown a lot too. Not that he hasn't grown, but the things that bothered me, I've just accepted. Like, he is much messier than me. And our parents were neat freaks. I remember walking into his room that he shared with his gross brothers. Like, they were teenagers at the time. Like, it always smelled like boy in there. And I was like, ugh. And there's 2 sets of bunk beds. And they like all 3 lived in this tiny room, and there was clothes covering the floor. And I remember being like, your brothers are gross. They're disgusting. And Adam's like, I'm the cleanest one in the family. I didn't know that.
He was just saying that to impress.
So there are things that like I have just realized, I'm like, it's not important to him. It's not important to him that there's not socks on the floor. It's important to me, so I'm just going to pick them up. It's not important to him that the bed is made every day. He doesn't need it, but now he does it for me. He'll make the bed sometimes when I'm like in the shower and getting ready and stuff. He'll do it for me, and I know that that's because of me. It's not important to him. He doesn't care about the bed being made, but he loves me enough to do that. And I feel like there are so many things like that he's had to chill out. The other one that comes to mind is he doesn't want to talk about his feelings like when we're fighting. I want things resolved quickly, and he is not that way. He's like, let me process it. Let me go to bed for the love. Leave me alone. And I'm like, I can't go to bed angry. Like I was really bad when we were first married. And now I have just realized we'll be better tomorrow. And I've let that go. Like, let's get a full night's rest. We don't need to discuss it right now. Let's talk about it tomorrow. Because everybody tells you, don't go to bed angry. That's crap.
Can you
Then
believe
nobody
that,
sleeps.
Can you believe Jared's the one that wants to resolve quickly, and I'm the one that just wants to just. I just need to think.
I cannot believe
Yeah,
that.
that's true. It's crazy.
It's important. So I think you marry people that make you better, and he makes me so better in so many ways. I was always late for church, and he made me on time. Now I'm always early for everything because of the way he said it to me. Maybe we should have had that conversation.
How did he say it to you? What do you mean?
He would be really frustrated, and I'd be like, it's just a few minutes. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal because I'm ADD. And he was like, when you show up late, you tell people that you don't respect them and their time.
Yep. That's
And you're telling God that you don't respect him and you respect his time. And I remember being like, no one's ever explained that to me. So me being an empath, I was like, I don't want anybody to feel like I am disrespecting them.
Right.
And that has changed. So I changed in that way. And now I'm early for everything. It blows my mind. But yeah, I think we have made each other better in so many ways. I make him dream. I make him vacation. I get him out of his day to day when he would just love to just stay and have his head down and work. I make sure he sees the big picture, and he is like security for me. So he takes care of all the details, and he turns in library books on time, and he makes sure that I have car tags on my car. Like those things are so important, but I hate them. So he just takes care of the things that I don't want to waste time on.
I have something that you'll understand. My first thought was, what was really frustrating for me whenever we first got married is how he reacts to things, and the lack thereof. And I'd be like, I just want a trip to Aruba for our honeymoon so we don't have to pay to go to Aruba. I want it through work. And he's like, that's great, babe. And I'm like, what? I'm like, no, that's amazing. I'm like, no, it's fantastic. Let's jump up and down. You know, like I was just like,
Yeah.
So now, like, he's not going to give me the reaction I want. I don't go to him if I want to, like, get a huge reaction for something, right? But, right? No. But when we are parenting, he is keeping me from freaking out and overreacting.
Yeah.
And I lean on his calm and steady chill to, like, parent better.
Yeah.
Because
Totally.
he'll, and he leans on mine whenever the kids need a little bit more celebrating and pumping up, that's me. And it's like, it's great to be so different, and to just appreciate, like, okay, in the circumstances of, I just want a trip and we don't have to pay for it, or like, I just, close this huge deal or whatever. It sucks.
Do you ever tell him, because that same thing bothered me, and I'd be like, do it again, do better. And then he'd be like,
No,
I don't see Jared doing that.
he would walk out the door. I'll do it better. Bye.
And I know, and I know it's not sincere, but I still like it. I'm like, give me a better reaction. He's like,
That's funny. He's the kind of person I'm like, say you're sorry. No, it's like, say something. And he's like, something. Like, say something nice. Something
he's
nice.
way more sarcastic.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
Yeah. So no, I don't tell him what to do. I just let it come.
It's great.
Yeah.
So funny.
That's
Do you have anything, Evie?
I would say, I don't know. I'm like, a lot of what y'all said is similar to me. Like, Josh teaches me to like let things go because I'm very like, I have to get this done. I have to do this, and then I stress myself out. And then he makes me see like, but is that a priority right now?
What's important?
Yes, what's important. And then, like, he's very good at getting things done quickly, which is sometimes a good thing, but sometimes not a good thing, because I teach him, like, if you just do it right the first time, then you don't have to do it again. Like, you know, take your time. With some things,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
should take your time to do it
100%.
right, so you don't have to do it again or fix whatever. But he teaches me that, hey, we don't have time to do that right now. You don't have time to organize every single drawer, and like, you know, just let's get that done. We have more important things to do. So I'd say
That's good.
Very good.
yes.
So why do you think it is that we naturally like compete instead of focusing on how we complement each other? Do you feel like whenever you were first
you
married? Well, no, but I guess
Listen, there's an underlying competition at all times, and it's who has it harder.
Oh yes.
I think it's
Okay.
more
Okay,
like
that's
keeping
a-
score.
that's a whole different
keeping
question.
score.
Yes.
Yes, that is what she's talking about.
yes.
So we compete and say like, "Well, I had blah blah blah." Like
Yes.
Jared's not
Yes.
sleeping because he has sleep apnea. Okay, but I'm not sleeping because I'm the go-to for the kids in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
So both of us are not sleeping. So who has it harder, and who needs to get up with the kids in the morning?
Yeah.
And who should be doing this, and this?
Yes.
Yes. I remember one time being like, it must be so nice to just wake up and you just go and do what you got to do. You don't have to worry about childcare.
We all do
like,
that, Evie.
you can-
Right.
You
Yeah.
just get to wake up and just be like, oh, I have to go here today.
Just go. Yeah.
but I
What's
have,
that
but
like?
I have somewhere to go today, but I have to take.
it's true.
Right?
There have
my
been
God.
times.
I literally said that this week. What is it like to be you? What is it like to be you? When he's like, bye.
Right.
I'm going to take the food that you meal prep me for lunch and my breakfast chia pudding, and I'm going to leave and see you in 12 hours. And I'm like, fighting for my life. What time are you coming home? I don't care what time it is, but you better be there when you say it, because I'm looking forward to every minute.
Second.
But on
Yes.
their side, it's like, it's not like they're just going out and having fun.
Right. They're like working hard for your family.
No, they're golfing.
Your side, yes. They're working their guts out.
Definitely.
Okay, so I heard this because I had this thing happen this week with Adam, and he volunteered me for something. And I looked at him and I was like raging, you know, when you're like raging and your eyes twitching and you're trying not to like lose it on somebody. And I literally, he had set the baby down and the baby was screaming. And he's like, I tried to put him to sleep. After like a minute, I'm like, give me the baby. So I'm like putting his baby to sleep again. I'm like, he falls immediately asleep because he just does. And I come out of the room and I'm like, do you honestly remember, and I want you to be honest, do you know that I haven't slept a full night in over 3 months? Do you remember that? And I just asked him just like that. And he goes, no.
Actually, no.
And he like answered honestly. And he goes, I think I've forgotten that. And I said, and the months before that, I was very pregnant and like got up to go to the bathroom several times a night. I was miserable and uncomfortable. I said, I haven't slept a night. And the one night you drugged me and told me to take a PM, and I still had to get up with the baby, and I felt horrible the next day because the baby wouldn't eat, whatever. I said, I have not slept a full night in 3 months. And I said, you are volunteering me for things when I'm just trying to function. And he was like, you're right. I volunteer as tribute. You're correct. I really do apologize. And I said, thank you for seeing me. And then I'm like, thank you for seeing me. And knowing, because I could have been like, I can't believe you. And I would have 5 years ago. I can't believe you did this. And you don't even see me. And I'm like, not sleeping through the night, and like would have lost it and would have been felt justified and probably would have been whatever. I would have been justified. I'm still fighting myself, but I literally was like, do you know, like with everything, because I look at him, I'm like, you're doing so much. Do you see me? Hey, I'm doing this thing. I need you to pay attention. And he's like, okay. And then 2 hours later, he's like, hey, so we should go on a date tomorrow night. I was like, we should. Had I blown up on him and fought about it and talked about all the reasons
You're
why.
the last person he'd want to be with.
Right.
On a
All the
weekend.
reasons why, like, I have it harder than you have it.
Yeah.
And what are you doing? Like, you can get in that cycle. He would have never, like, hey, let's go on a date and reconnect. Let me remember who you are and what's going on. And I said, why did you want to go on a date? And he was like, because you're my favorite person. And sometimes I forget. I'm like, that's also very honest. I think we do forget. I think we're just
Get in the middle of it. It's like when we go to couples vacations, we're like, oh yeah,
we love each
I
other.
really like you.
Yeah.
Like, I remember
have a lot of fun
every
together.
every time
Yeah.
Megan comes home from her trips with Ben, she's like, we had so much fun. Like I remember, like
Yes.
we're dating and I'm just his girlfriend, and you
Yeah.
know, like so that taught me how important couples trips are when you have
Yes.
kids, because it's like,
Yeah.
it just is so easy to get.
Well, and that's how you prioritize your marriage is you just take the time. Like even if your love language is not quality time, you still have to make the time
Yeah.
for this relationship. You have to fall in love with each other over and over again over the course of your life. The person that I am right now doesn't even look like the person that he married.
Okay, I saw a video of this girl. She was working out and she's like, I have hated my body. Like, I hate my body so much, but there's one person who's loved it for the last 20 years, and it's my husband.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so right. Like, what people have we loved each other through in all this time that we're so different? We're completely different people.
Yep. And you have to reconnect because if you don't, you will look over and feel like you're living with a stranger.
Yes.
I don't want to be those people that are like, their kids leave and then they get divorced 'cause
Yeah.
they don't know who they are.
Right? And they don't
You
like
know?
each other anymore. They
Yeah.
don't know who
They're
each
like,
other is.
ew.
Or they prioritize the kids
Yeah.
over
everything.
each other.
Over, Yes, over their relationship. That's dangerous.
I think prioritizing too for me is like picking up on signs of like whenever I've gotten really good at being like, okay, he's frustrated about this, but this is not the real thing he's mad about. Or this is
Like
not
what's
the real,
actually going on.
Yeah, like he's talking about this little thing and I'm like, why are you making such a big deal about this? And it's because some needs not getting met. You know, like he's needing us. He's a quality time person. And I used to complain all the time about cuddling. I'd be like, what a waste of time. You just pick up on signs of what they're really like, how they're really doing. And so prioritizing means like not being like, I can't believe he's so upset about this. And, you know, because you don't understand why they're making such a big deal out of something. But it's like, wait a second, step back. Like, what do you think? Like, this is who my husband really is. Like, I love him. He needs quality time. He needs, have I been working a lot more? What have I been doing to not show him, like, give him what he needs? You
Show
know?
him that he's not important.
Yes, because they feel that. They do feel that. It's there's so much lower maintenance sometimes that I think I forget that, like,
They need it.
he
too.
has
need
needs.
maintenance.
Yes.
I know there's been times where I'm like counting down the minutes till Josh gets home. I'm like, okay, once he gets home, like I can, you know, take off from being mom for just a few minutes, and he'll get home, and then the kids do something, and it's like immediately like no patience from him, and so then I get frustrated because I'm like, I've been with them all day, like you should have some patience, but
Totally.
then I don't think about, hey, maybe something happened at work.
Right.
Or maybe something happened that day that he also needs to decompress from. Or I should ask him, like, hey, instead of being like,
Bye.
you don't have any patience, how do you not? You know, I should ask
Yeah.
him, hey, like, tell me about your day. What happened today?
Well, and connect first. Like Adam has told me he's been trying to like kiss me first. Say hi before he like does something with the kids.
Goes
or,
into, like, dad
yes,
mode,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that I appreciate. Like I notice it makes me feel better, and like we've connected before all that happens.
Yeah.
Because it helps and it makes a difference.
There,
I love that.
there is
yeah.
time to just like go, both of you take a minute together.
Yes.
Whenever he gets home,
Lock yourself in the pantry
yeah.
and be like,
make
hey,
the like. What if you know exactly? You see him on Life 360. Like you know exactly what time they get home. We know how to set the children up so we can shower. Okay.
Yes.
So like, what if we set the children up
So you can say hi in
for
the
a
driveway.
minute so you and your husband could have like a minute together?
I love that.
That's a really
That's
good
a
idea.
really, really
Can
good
we all
idea.
do that?
Yes.
Yes.
I think we should do that.
I think
How
it would
They're
make
number one.
such a
They're
big
number
important
one.
would that makes
Yeah.
them feel?
Yes.
Prioritize.
Like my arms are always full when he comes. There's a baby. I'm feeding
but
somebody.
we know
or I'm
exactly,
cooking dinner.
right? We know
Yes.
exactly when they're going to come in.
Yes. I just need. Let's do that. Let's challenge
Yes.
each other.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow up.
Okay.
It'll be great.
You can do it too.
Of course. Ben sits in the car sometimes for like 20 minutes. I'll just go pop out there and be like, "Hey, what's up?"
You should. You should spend some of that time with him.
We do. Sometimes I do.
Good.
Or I'll just go out there and be like, "Drive."
Man, to
Leave
be at that
them
point, I
all.
can't wait. I cannot
Leave them
wait.
all. We're done.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that. Good challenge.
Oh, I can't wait to be able to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, right?
I
great,
I
but it's
saw this
glorious.
thing this week. This husband was talking about. He's like, if you are hoping for a marriage that's 50-50, it's never going to be enough. He's like, you both should be giving 100%, and not just that, but you should be serving each other daily. You should wake up every morning together and think, how can I best serve you today? And I thought, if we were both doing that in our marriage, he's like, just like Christ did with the church, like wake up and serve. How am I going to serve you today? And I started thinking, I'm like, you know what? I am the only person in Adam's life that is looking out for him. And if I'm constantly like nagging or needing things or it's never enough, like how does that make him feel? And so I really liked that this week. Like, how can I serve him today and do things to make his life easier? And if we're both doing that, because I guarantee you, as the women, we set the mood in our home. I guarantee you, if we start doing that, so will they.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
That's my goal.
I saw this thing one time that said, like, the energy that your spouse gives you is what you give back. And I feel like that's so true.
Yeah.
Like, if I feel like I'm not being seen or taken care of, like, I kind of give that back a little bit. Like, and I don't even notice that I'm doing it.
so
that's hard.
Yeah. So if we just try to serve, I bet it would be
But you
crazy.
know, recently Jared's just like he's been working on his parents' house and helping them move and sell it and stuff. And he wanted to show me everything he did over there, right? And I was like, ugh. I'm like, geez, I'm gonna go look at an outlet for like 20 outlets and a fan that he put in and like
Yeah.
all the stuff he's doing.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, like I have a million things to do right now, but he really wants me to come with him, just us, and go over to the house and look at what he did, and like that's important to him. And I was like, it just made me feel like $1 million. Like he took me away because he just wanted me, you know, and I just felt like $1 million. And I was like, this is so nice.
Yeah.
So
I think it's great. When I was thinking about sacrifice in marriage and what that looks like, I thought about being evenly yoked. So you hear about that a lot in the scriptures. And when I was doing reading on it, because I was like, what does that exactly mean? And it's like in farm talk, it's all about having two animals that are like of the same stature, that are of the same height and all that. But when Christ is talking about being equally yoked, it is that you're going in the same direction and you have the same foundations. So if you have the same foundations and you're headed in the same direction, then everything will work out because you're going to be going the right way. And that is the whole point. I think that it's important to recognize that healthy sacrifice looks like just being there when your person needs you. We were out to dinner with friends and I was on my monthly cycle and I knew it. And you know how you can just tell when something's not quite right. So I got up to go to the bathroom and I didn't realize he had followed me, but he had. And whenever I got almost to the bathroom, I turned around and he's standing right there. I was like, oh, hey. And he's like, you have blood on the back of your dress. And I was like, oh, no. And he goes, yeah. And there was some on your chair. But don't worry. He's like, I'm going to come in here in the bathroom, take some paper towels and take care of it. And it'll be fine. You just take care of you. And I just looked at him and I was like, I'm so sorry. And he just looked at me and he's like, I'm a helpmeet. That's what I do.
Aw.
And I just was like, thank you. And I
What a
wanted
gentleman.
to cry, partially because I was hormonal, but also because like,
truth.
yeah, because it was like, he's got my back. Even whenever it's like,
Literally. On my backside.
right? But it's the truth. It's like those moments right there, those are what matter, right?
You felt seen.
It's
I
not
did.
always a grand gesture.
No.
Yeah.
What do you laughing about?
Because I just had this flash because I haven't talked about this on the podcast. I like have buried it deep down. But I felt like I almost died after that last baby when I was in the hospital. And I remember I was hemorrhaging and I'd never had that happen before. And I got up to go to the bathroom and I'm like, oh, I went all natural. This is great. I can like walk around. It's not an epidural. This is fantastic. So I go to go to the bathroom and I'm washing my hands and I'm like, I am not okay. Something is very wrong. And I look over and I see a wheelchair and I'm like, I need to sit down. And I run to the wheelchair and I pass out. And I didn't know what was going on.
Was this Matthew?
Yeah.
Of course you didn't tell us this.
Yes, I did.
I knew this.
Yeah, she did.
I did. Yes, I did.
About
I
her
didn't
passing
listen.
out.
You did? Yes, I told you this. On the Marco Polo. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I don't remember.
Keep
I
going.
got
Okay.
distracted by a kid or something.
Probably. So I almost died. Courtney's just
What?
unaware. So I pass out
Maybe I repressed it too.
and I come to, and there's people all around me everywhere, and nurses, and somebody's got me by the throat, holding me in the wheelchair, and come to find out, Adam is holding the baby. So he like literally has his arms full, and he goes out. The nurse was telling me he went out to outside because the nurse was holding me so I didn't fall. He goes outside and he's like, y'all need to get in here. She needs somebody now. And so all of the nurses and everybody, doctors come in and like come to take care of me. And I open my eyes and there are all these people around me and they have oxygen on me. And I'm like, I'm not okay. And I look through and I see this little crack and I see Adam and I'll never forget that face of his. That's like burned into my mind. And he's like holding the baby and he's patting the baby and he's like this. Like his eyes were just like as big as saucers. And I just remember being like, you're not going out like this, Lindsay. Get it together. Like, you're not going to die. I'm thinking, we just closed on our house. I'm like, you're just getting your dream house. You just worked really hard to have this baby. You're not going to go out like this. And all of a sudden, I was like, dude. And I was out again. And I passed out. And it was probably the most terrifying time I've ever had in my life. And I've been through some really scary stuff. And so
I've never heard this story.
and so I like come to again and I'm like taking breaths and I just remember looking at Adam in that moment and he's like, it's going to be okay. You're going to be okay. I know you're going to be okay. I feel like you're going to be okay. And I literally was like, I need you to give me a blessing right now. And there was a quiet in the room and everybody left for a minute to go get something and he gave me a blessing and I felt better and he prayed for me and all of a sudden like every worry that I had went away and I remember being like, that is me in that situation. It's like you're so vulnerable and I was my worst possible thing right then and he was there for me. Like you were talking about Ben, I'm like, these are the people that are with us in our hardest moments, our weakest moments, our most vulnerable moments, our scariest moments. Why would we take the time to purposefully leave his socks on the floor?
And worry about it.
Or wait until they get the dishes done. Just see how high they'll pile until they do them.
Yeah. Why would we purposely do these things when it's bigger than that? And I am like committing right now to you guys. Like, I want to make an effort to see him differently and to remember those times in the day to day when we have every reason to be stressed out and frustrated and upset. But there was nothing I wanted more in that moment than to live the rest of my life with him and our kids.
Well, and that's the realization that you have when you're face to face with your own mortality.
Yeah.
Is you're like, this is real. This is worth fighting for, not fighting.
Completely.
And it makes you recognize, like, sometimes healthy sacrifice in marriage looks like forgiveness.
Or just letting it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I had the twins and I had to get a C-section and we were in the ICU and I look over and my husband is in scrubs and stuff and he's holding one of the babies while I have the other one and the last time I didn't realize until like after the last time he was in the ICU was whenever he was having 7 surgeries on his ear and like how much he hates being in there. Like it just gives him all this like, and he didn't say a word about it. Yeah, he didn't say a word about it. He didn't
He
even
was just there.
bat an eye. You know, there wasn't even any hesitation of just being there and being right beside me when I was going through that.
It's true. It's all this little petty stuff. It's not important.
Yeah.
It's not important. And it doesn't matter that they're not like us. It doesn't matter that they're not like what we were raised with. It just matters that this is the person we chose.
And they're a person too.
Yeah.
And everybody deserves to be seen and heard.
Yes.
That sometimes we can forget that.
Yeah. I think going back to like I guess keeping score thing. I don't know if you guys have ever felt like this before, but like I know there's been times where like it feels like your spouse has all these things going on and it kind of feels like it's all about them, you know, for that time. And I kind of feel like that's like kind of what's going on in our life right now is I was starting to feel that way. Like, I just feel like it's all about Josh right now. Like he's got all these things going on and stuff. And we had a really good conversation last night actually. And like, I don't even think he really knew that I was feeling that way because I didn't want him to know. And he just like said something that I needed to hear. And he said, you know, my successes are your successes too. And I was just like, what do you mean? He's like, you know, all these great things happening, like, you know, going on with me, like those are your successes too. They're not just mine. And I was like, wow, I really needed to hear that. Like, it's true. Like, I feel like that, I don't know, like if you change your mindset, you know.
From me to we.
Yes.
Becoming one.
I love it.
The we, not me.
Anybody else got any pearls of wisdom about marriage?
No, I got a lot to work on.
We all do.
Yeah.
I know.
All right. So, our becoming invitation for this week is to choose your spouse on purpose every day this week. Now, we're not talking grand gestures. You don't have to do anything super crazy, but maybe put down your phone when they walk in and be present, or say thank you for something specific that they do, or you can pray for them before they wake up. Maybe in the situation that you're in, you can assume the best instead of the worst, always going from A to Z, or give more grace than criticism. So it's not to try to fix anyone's marriage. It's just to try to intentionally choose each other every day. So until next time,
Keep becoming, and we'll see y'all soon.
now it's time for the bloopers.
All right, let's do this.
Okay.
Keep striving.
For
I mean,
something he
keep
doesn't even
becoming, and we'll see y'all soon.
believe in. Yes.
Keep
You're not
becom-
okay today. You're doing a great job. Okay.
Keep
You gotta
becoming, and we'll see y'all soon. Because it's my
she's
turn.
just a little
Not
rusty.
keep it coming.
She's just a
keep
little rusty.
becoming.
Keep it coming. We'll see y'all soon. Shut up. Shut up. I said shout out, by the way. Shut up.
Oh my God.
Good Tourette's.
We in the 901.
Megan's going to be like, everybody's so glad with you. Fuck off. Every time. Every time we're laughing before Megan comes
It's the
on,
best
like,
hood
"Ah!"
I've ever been in.
That gives me jump
Reel
scares.
it in.
You know you want to hang out.
Reel it in.
You know you want to be
This is our
here.
last one. Okay.
We can do this.
Evie's like, I'm done, y'all. Get it
I
together.
still
Are
have
you
to
done? Or are you
smile.
okay?
Well, okay.
By the way, in the Marco Polo, did you know you said, you sang it and you go, Evie's popcorn or culture? You did it twice.
No doubt. I probably
Popcorn
did.
or popcorn culture.
Popcorners or chips?
I didn't even
I like
notice.
that to
That's how
remind us,
tired
like,
I am. That's
Did
how
you
tired
say
I am.
culture?
Sorry, my bad.
It was great.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
go.